Welcome back to
Call Her Shadow
a
Daddy.
place where we chat about our
Usually.
spicy reads. I'm Nick, but you already know that.
And I'm Mo. Hopefully you know that too. And today we're discussing Watch Your Back by Tate James.
Devil's Backbone, number 2.
Book number 2. I'm sure you've listened, hopefully, to
Go
book
back
number 1.
and go back and listen
episode.
if you didn't, because
Dear
you're going to
reader.
be really lost. I'll give you a little bit.
Yeah, what's
about-
happening
okay.
in this series, just in case. Go back if you...
Yeah.
But yeah.
But we don't want to alienate, any listeners. Please listen. So if you don't know, so this book is about Ashley. Ashley is a college student
At Nevaeh.
at Nevaeh, having spelled backwards, university, and she has 4 boyfriends, basically. Well, 3 to 4,
3,
depending on who you ask.
Pending
Pending the
process.
4th. And the first book is all about her getting to know all these guys, but weird shit starts to happen. And it ends on a cliffhanger, which was literally Heath. We thought he hung himself, okay?
Yes.
So kind of a poor choice of words there, sorry, but that's what it was.
That's what happened.
And that's where we end. So this one is about what happens after that. So do you want to kind of start us off on where we go?
I'll pick us up.
Okay.
So the book starts, and again, Devil's Backbone Society is the series name because that's the secret society they're a part of. And so we ended, as Nick said, with Heath presumably dead.
Yeah, we assume.
Yes. But then book 2 starts out.
If you remember, actually, I don't know
You
if
called it. You called
I
it.
think I said this in the first episode.
You're like, I don't think he's
I was
really
like,
dead.
He's not dead. He's not
And
dead. Because
Nick was right. What keyed
Well,
you off to that?
Well, because they didn't say specifically. They just said that they saw him hanging there.
Yeah.
And I was like, I swear, and I still didn't look this up, but I swear, if you do it wrong, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
And I was like, maybe he did it wrong.
Gotcha.
But the first part of the book, they really make it seem she's like crying.
Yeah, so we think
They make you
he's
believe.
dead, she's suppressed, but then we find out he's not.
He's alive.
He's
But she
alive.
knew he was alive this whole time, but we didn't. She
didn't.
just felt like it was her fault that he tried to kill himself.
Yes. So
Whatever.
we start out with that, and then this group of friends are kind of like, well, Heath, why did you try and
what
kill
was that
yourself?
about?
And they're trying to figure out why they've been basically like sleepwalking and committing random crimes.
Yeah, like really bad crimes.
Yeah, like throwing Ashley in the woods.
Yeah, and
And they finally
something
figure
else.
out that like this therapist, Dr. Heath,
Yeah.
Dr.
No.
Fox.
Heath's therapist, Dr. Fox,
Fox.
they believe that he is the one pulling the strings.
Yeah, and hypnotizing
Hypnotizing them.
So my werewolf theory
I don't know. I'm not.
probably debunked.
I still think there's something else. We'll get to that at the end.
Yeah.
Because they kill Dr. Fox and it doesn't solve the problem.
Yeah, so Nick jumped ahead a little
Sorry.
bit.
Sorry.
There's
There's a lot that goes on.
There's a lot,
okay?
y'all.
We'll
Buckle
try.
up. Buckle up.
There's
This
a
one might
lot.
be longer than our normal runtime.
Because
So they're like, Dr. Fox is pulling the strings.
Yeah.
He's hypnotizing us. So they're like,
We gotta
naturally. Well, that wasn't the plan. They're like,
Oh, yeah.
let's
they were like interrogating him?
interrogate him.
Yeah.
So they have him like tied up to a chair.
Which unnecessary. But but
And
then
they find out basically barely any information besides the fact that he has been hypnotizing them.
Yes, but he doesn't admit to I don't remember him saying oh yeah, I made you do all those things, but he was like, yeah, I do use hypnosis, right?
Yeah. But we barely find that's kind of the bare level we find out, and then Heath goes kind of batshit and kills Dr. Fox.
Yeah.
And so Ashley walks in.
And she's way too chill about it.
Yeah, to this room where this guy's dead.
I think Ashley has a kink for dudes being dead.
Cause she
This ain't her first rodeo.
that's
Remember?
true. Y'all remember that dramatic reading.
How could you forget?
How could you forget?
Yeah.
Because she kind of goes into how to get away with murder mode. She's
right.
like, okay, get the bleach, wipe up the blood.
She's like, we're gonna set this bitch on fire.
Except for she's literally Googling at what temperature do bones burn, and she's like, oh, we'll just delete our browser history. I'm like, I don't think it works.
No, I don't think it works like that. She's like, let me use a private window. It's fine.
She's like,
girl, get a
incognito.
VPN. What are you doing?
So long story short, they
kill him.
They kill
set
him
it on fire.
They set the house on fire, and they get away with murder.
Well, they hear nothing.
Yeah.
Like, nobody says anything about it. Nobody questions them, even though, like, their cars were in front of the house, sort of, and, like,
yeah,
there definitely are people with...
It was, like, daytime.
I remember being like, something's up here. Something's sus. I don't understand why they got away with this so easily.
But they get away with it, and we really don't learn much besides that Dr. Fox was playing some part.
Right. And at the same time, this book is set up where in the diary entries at like every beginning of the chapter is one of the guys writing like a diary entry.
Yes.
Because they are doing that to keep track of what's going on.
Yes.
And Heath says like, even though we killed Dr. Fox, like I'm still having like nightmares and like trouble sleeping.
He's
so,
still
like, something's
disturbed.
Still up. Yeah. Disturbed is the right word in a lot of ways. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, still disturbed.
So that's kind of how we start off, and some more random shit ensues.
Right. They never go to class, by the way. I think there's one mention of class in this book, I swear.
And it's like, oh, I worked on my paper for like an hour, and then we watched a movie.
And then she freaking, all she does is fuck all of them. It's like 90% of her time. I was like,
coffee and fuck.
I know. I'm like, girl, like, how do you have time for anything else?
It's crazy.
I'm concerned about her well-being.
But, so because she almost gets hit by a car, which we're not going to go into, we said we wouldn't.
Yeah, we're going to skip that.
The boys are like, Ashley, you should move in to our apartment.
Right.
And how does that go over?
Well, she's not happy. Mm-hmm. She's not happy. And
she's an independent.
She's like,
girly.
No, you can't do this to me. So anyways, so she moves in anyways. And what does she take? Nate's room at first?
Yes, and Nate's on the couch.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they're like starting to kind of get along a little bit more. Mm-hmm. And we're like, something might be brewing there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so she moves in. And then we get to sort of what happens as she starts hanging out with them more, and then we have the cuck couch scene when she moves in, okay? One of the cuck couch is crazy.
There's a leather couch in the apartment.
And she is doing the nasty with Heath.
I think it's Heath.
And Nate comes in.
Her stepbrother Nate, by the way.
Yeah. Okay. Like
Nate
there's so many like
in from the gym.
The amount of like absurd porn tropes that are like in this, I swear, this is just one of
it's
many.
Like we need a bingo board.
Literally. Yeah. He walks in and he's like, he continues to like make his food while it happens.
Because he's kind of like, I'm not gonna.
Yeah. He's like, this is my house. Like fuck you. Like, I'm still gonna do my thing.
Like y'all should move. Not
exactly.
me. Which like fair.
Fair.
But they're like, nah, we're in the middle of this. And Ashley, like, stone cold killer that she is like looking Nate in the eye.
Ooh, girl, like, she is a freaky girl. She's like, you're gonna enjoy the show.
So that was our first.
We were like, okay, the spice level is going up.
Yeah, Tate James, the author, definitely like set the scene in book 1.
Right.
And now she's like cranking up.
She is cranking it. We'll keep getting into that as we go on.
Yeah. So now like Ashley's more integrated because she's and with the boys point, all the time.
Well, at this point, she only has 2 boyfriends. She only has Heath
and Carter.
And there's the 2 other boys, Nate, the stepbrother, and Royce, the one who was like her bestie last
book. And like the bodyguard for her, kind of.
He would like stay in her dorm room.
Yeah, so Royce and her, she thinks they're just like in the friend zone.
Yeah, but she does kind of have some like...
But she's like, he's cute. Yeah. And we can obviously tell that Royce likes her.
Duh,
it's
I
like,
know.
Yeah,
I'm like,
so
open
obvious.
Your eyes.
So obvious.
I know.
But so Royce is like, hey, do you want to come visit my mom in jail? Just, casual Saturday activity.
Yeah.
And Heath comes along. So they take this road trip. It's like an hour or 2 north or something.
I feel like it's like longer.
Or maybe
because
longer.
why do they end up staying at the hotel? Oh,
because the car got...
Sorry, we'll get there.
So they go visit Royce's mom.
Right.
And it turns out that Royce's mom was also in the Devil's Backbone Society as a scholarship student, which that's what Ashley is.
Yep.
And that's the diary of the person who was...
She was also
killed by DBS, was also scholarship. And so we find out that Royce's mom was in DBS and killed
a bunch of people.
And
they have video evidence, but she doesn't remember it at all.
Yeah.
And they
sound familiar.
Yeah. Dr. Fox, not a doctor at that time.
Yeah.
Probably the same age as the mom. But the other thing you're forgetting about...
hypnotized her, essentially, and made her kill those people.
But what else I was thinking about was how Royce is like, I was born in jail. And I was like, 24601. I was like, is this Les Mis? Isn't he the one? Javert was born in... I was born in jail. I was like, okay. Anyways, I couldn't stop thinking
as much, but I'm glad.
I couldn't stop thinking about that.
But maybe anyways. Let us know if you want us to read Les Mis. Is Javert a shadow daddy in disguise?
Ooh, interesting question. But we'll get there later. We'll talk about that another day.
Or we won't.
Or we won't. It's fine.
But yeah, so Ashley finds this out. And now they're like putting all these puzzle pieces together. I'm surprised Royce hadn't maybe mentioned this before.
Well, Royce is also the one who is the one that's like reading the romance novels with like the kind of shadow daddy type things, like the shifters and shit. So like Royce, I feel like is creating his own reality and is piecing stuff together, but we're not hearing it, I think.
Yeah. So now we're just kind of like, okay, there's something going on. This is like
not dead.
This
with
is
Dr.
a
Fox.
theme of hypnotism in the Devil's Backbone Society.
Yeah, and hating of the scholarship students.
Yeah, I know. It's
hating
like,
poor people.
Geez,
okay,
Louise.
Is this just like a microcosm of society?
Yeah,
where it's just
really
like
a commentary on society. Actually,
you know what? It might be.
It might be. And so this road trip is when we introduce our third lover,
Royce. And let me tell you,
what happens
last book. They went to Paris, and she went to Paris again because she was Eiffel Tower, okay? With Royce and Heath, okay? And if you don't know what that is, it means there's one in the front and there's one behind you. So they create an Eiffel Tower.
Google it.
Okay, don't Google that.
Yeah.
Unless you have a VPN.
Unless you're in incognito, at least.
Clear your browser if you Google that. But yeah, so first, because, okay, and don't forget, they're in like a heart-shaped bed that vibrates.
Oh, yeah, because of course, okay, so they hit a deer on the way back.
Yeah.
And so they can't drive back, and so they have to walk to a hotel, and of course there's no vacancy except for the honeymoon suite.
Which, why would this they even are kind of like meta about it. They're like, yeah, it is pretty crazy that this random motel has a honeymoon suite. I was like, yeah, it is.
And so then it's her and Heath.
No, she starts with Royce.
Heath goes to pick up the takeout food. And then finally her and Royce have a heart-to-heart. Yeah. And they're like, oh, we both want to fuck each other.
Yeah, so like, let's do it.
Let's do it. And then Heath walks in.
Yeah, but he's like, hell yeah, you want me to join? And they're like,
hell yeah. And then they're like, yeah. And so then it's pretty much kind of like cat's out of the bag. Yeah. Like, and then, and they already, who's the one still at home? Carter. Oh, and Carter's the one who isn't as...
He's not as, like, down to share...
For this situation.
Like, to share in the same room. Like, he's okay sharing, but doesn't want, like, a menage a trois situation.
Exactly. Yeah. That's right. Mm-hmm. That's right.
And they're all obsessed with putting it in her butt. Carter gets really mad because he's the one who wanted to put it in her butt. But Royce gets to it first. Yeah, they're really enthusiastic about that. Mm-hmm. And Ashley's down because Ashley is always down. Ashley is as Nate called her, the Nevea bicycle, because everyone gets a ride. You know what? He had a point. She was mad for a reason. Anyway, okay. All of his friends do be riding on the Ashley Express. Okay. Ding ding. What's ding ding? Oh, the bell. Bicycle. Oh, you were doing like a train. Okay. Anywho. Okay. So what happens next? Okay. Well, we talked about Royce's mom. Let's talk about Nate's mom. Oh, right. We have a reveal about Nate's mom. So they're at a society event, all dressed up as they always are. Of course. And Nate's mom, Jocelyn, is there. Yes. And I can't remember when we found out, but we found out that Jocelyn is actually another professor at the school. The one that picked her up from the side of the road. She studies, like, mind control. Right. And so they had asked her, like, because Ashley put two and two together and was kind of like, oh, is Jocelyn maybe, like, the puppeteer behind all this? And they're like, no, Jocelyn can be a lot, but she's not like that. Her. She's not like that. And she, like, talks mad shit about Ashley's mom. Yeah. Because... But Jocelyn's like... Yeah. She's sus, A, and then B, she's like,
shaming Nate for breaking up with his girlfriend Paige. And so then Nate, obviously the only solution is to be like, well, I can't get back with Paige because I'm with Ashley and we're engaged.
Yeah.
Oh, no. He says I'm with Ashley and Jocelyn kind of implies the engagement.
Right. And so then they're kind of stuck with it. And I guess at that point, she didn't even realize that Ashley was the mom's daughter.
Yeah,
right?
that they're
she,
step siblings.
Because they like don't talk or something.
Yeah, I don't think she knows that. Because I think she would have been like, WTF. Nate.
Yeah, because that's like, girl, for real.
So now they're at this society event and Jocelyn's essentially spreading this rumor that they're engaged and they're like, well, I guess we better go with it because not only is it appeasing Jocelyn, but it's appeasing Carter's mom.
Oh, right. The designer, which we find out later is the dress designer. That's why he gets all the stuff.
Yeah.
So then Carter can still he has more time to figure out how he can get the mom to accept
Ashley.
But that party was the one where this is the one thing that I was like, I could have done without this. Trigger warning, sexual assault?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
This is how we know the hypnosis stuff is still happening.
It's still happening. Because Carter, like, basically
goes
attempts
crazy
to SA Ashley.
Yeah.
And she kind of gets him out of it before anything really bad happens.
Yeah.
But it was very, like, I understand artistic choices. I would have preferred to find that out in a different way.
Yeah.
Versus, like, almost having to see that.
It was a very intense moment.
Yeah. But that is when they were like, okay, something's still going on.
Yeah.
And then because of that, he carves her nickname Spark in his arm like a
so Carter's like obviously feeling so bad that he attacked Ashley and like it was so glad that it didn't go further, but it's like so bad that feeling so bad he wants to prove his love to Ashley, so he calls her Spark. They all have nicknames.
I hate that. Spark, Squirrel. I don't even remember where Squirrel came from. But Spark I really hate too because remember, isn't Carter British? So he's saying Spock. Spock. I hate that.
Well, and I think Spark is alluding to her saying there was a spark with Heath during the massage. I don't know. It's so annoying, the nickname thing.
I hate the nicknames.
So yeah.
And she calls him Sir Carter. Which I hate.
And then Heath calls her Ashes.
Oh,
like
he
Ashley.
calls her,
That
one I still don't really like.
But probably the best of them. Then Nate calls her Lane, which is her last name.
That one is probably the best out of all of them.
But so Carter carves Spark into his arm, and
which is deranged.
They're just like, okay, let's just keep on trucking. Going to class, but not really.
Maybe they get one more mention of class here. I don't know.
Yeah. So, okay. What happens after that?
See. Then she...
Okay, you know what we forgot to do?
Our dramatic reading.
We forgot to do our
dramatic reading.
Okay, so take your mind back to the... Well, actually
this is after...
This is after the road trip.
Right.
But now kind of the floodgates have been opened and they be getting busy.
Every morning
every day.
Popping into the other rooms and being like,
oh yeah, because now Kat's out of the bag, so she's with all three of them. They all live in the same place.
They haven't all three boned her at once yet. Because Carter hasn't bought in yet, but he's about to.
But there was the scene on the leather couch with the two with
oh yeah, was it with Heath and Royce?
Heath and Royce,
and Carter was like watching,
or was it with Carter?
No, because Carter doesn't.
No, but I think Carter finally was like,
he does get into.
Okay,
it's after this, I think.
Yeah.
Because this is okay.
But they be getting it on. We have a dramatic reading.
I'm sorry, I know it's hard to remember all these different guys, okay?
Yeah.
And they're all the same, basically. Okay, so here's her. This is just her with Carter.
Okay.
Okay, and I'll give you a first part. Okay, first she says, he chuckled, one huge hand cupping my breast and his fingers tweaking my nipple as I gasped and rubbed against him like a bitch in heat. Couple paragraphs later, I could stay like this forever, he confessed, lips against my ear as his arm banded around my waist. He held me so close, so firm, like he never wanted to let go. Then he says, quote, this is where I feel most at home, balls deep in your sweet cunt. Isn't that what every woman wants to hear?
I think they should make that into one of those like signs, you know, like home sweet home.
Home sweet
like,
home sweet.
Balls deep.
Balls deep in the sweet.
Wow.
That was. But I'm.
This was like representative of all the scenes. Like we were getting
really
a lot of spice.
We were getting a lot of spice because I'm pretty sure it's right after this is when they're on the leather couch. And they let Heath join in, and she has one in the pink, one in the stink.
Yes.
Okay. She got two happening. I'm pretty sure Carter's in the booty. And you know what? Poor Heath, okay? I just want to say, in this book, Heath does not get enough love. He is just, like, there. I feel like we hardly hear about, like, Heath.
That's right. I feel like he was...
I'm like, bring back Heath, man.
Like
He's
a
the
book
nicest
one.
I know. Yeah. I was like, what about Heath?
Yeah. But, so this leads us into our Scoville scale, because, y'all, this was spicy, and we're like, what's book 3 gonna be?
I mean, I'm gonna assume we're gonna get 4.
Yeah.
Because did she have anything with all 3?
No. So it's
that will
are we gonna
happen.
Get something with all 3?
100%.
And then do we get
She's gonna have
Nate
one in the pink, one in the stink, one in the mouth. Oh my God. And Nate watching? I don't know.
That's you heard it here first. That's Nick's prediction.
My prediction is that's what's gonna happen.
So where are you thinking this book lands on the
I'm putting this one at a Ghost Pepper, which is like 3 below a Carolina Reaper. Because you know what? We're not getting butt stuff in a lot of books, okay? People are afraid to do butt stuff
multiple
and
people
group stuff
at once.
Okay? So
so you're saying Ghost Pepper.
I mean, like, they're not doing anything like totally nuts, but like just the act of having multiple people is not something that you see a lot in these books.
And I feel like each scene is like it's a steamy scene, and it's like throughout.
Yeah.
So
there's a lot for consistency.
I might even up this. Nick, I see your Ghost Pepper, and I raise you Trinidad Scorpion.
Is that right below the...
That's below Carolina Reaper, but I love Ghost Pepper. Go to our Instagram to see the Scoville
Call her
scale.
Shadow Daddy on Instagram and TikTok. Please follow him.
Please follow. And but yeah.
We'll follow back, okay?
It was spicy.
It was... The spice was spicing. Okay,
like, there was even some dramatic readings where, like, we don't know if our listeners can handle this.
You might get, like, they might take us off.
We have the explicit on Spotify, but we don't want to push it.
Woof. Yeah, it could get us into some trouble. I don't know. There was some crazy stuff going on.
Okay,
but yes, so... Agreed. And usually we talk about, like, who's a shadow daddy, by the way, too.
Yes.
But... We already covered that.
We did that last episode. Check out episode 1. Well, episode 1 of this series, dear reader.
Exactly.
Okay, so there were, with every one of these books, the shoes got to drop. Yep. And the shoe dropping here is that when Ashley moved out of the dorms, some rando moved into her dorm.
Scholarship. Another poor.
Another poor. And it turns out that woman, we'll call her...
Jane Doe. I don't know her name.
But what were we calling her?
Jane Doe.
Doe. Yeah, got it. Jane is murdered, and there's a note on her back that says "Watch her back." So we got the title of the pod, and then of the book.
The mom, Karina, is that her name?
Yeah, Ashley's mom.
Yes, gets a note that says "You're next."
That says,
or is it to Ashley that says "You're next"?
Somehow
something
basically, well, because her mom didn't know she moved out of the dorms.
Oh,
and so
right.
The university, Nevaeh calls, ding, 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 or something, and they're this woman, this Jane Doe, was murdered, and so Ashley's mom thinks it's her.
She is
and Ashley's, not answering any of her mom's calls. And so basically...
Because she thinks that she heard about the engagement. Fake engagement with
her
Nate,
stepbrother.
But she actually hadn't heard about that.
Yeah. And so Nate and Ashley drive to their parents.
Yeah.
And they're like, it's okay, Ashley's safe. But then it's revealed that Ashley's mom has had a stalker for, the past...
Forever.
Forever.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, we think this is your mom's stalker. Who killed this Jane Doe.
Yeah.
But then Ashley's like, oh, I think it's the person who wrote the diary and has been texting me. So maybe they're the same. Do you think they're the same person? Or what's this stalker thing coming in? It's kind of weird.
I don't know, but
Yeah.
let's get to the ending because then we
Okay.
can kind of theorize about what we think is going on,
Yeah.
who the stalker is, what's happening.
Do you want? Okay, so tell us about Nate's birthday to like
so
lead up
Nate's
to the
turning
ending.
25,
Yes.
which I guess is when they something
Oh,
like
you
with
get
their
your inheritance,
Right.
Like your trust fund or whatever.
Exactly. And so things have been getting a little bit weird with Nate and Ashley because they did kiss one time because he was drunk. Remember?
Oh, yes.
And they kissed, but then after that, things went bad. But we've seen through Nate's writings that he's definitely secretly in love with Ashley too. And so for his birthday, Ashley gives him something like super heartfelt. I can't remember what it was. Like a photo or something. I don't know. Something that's like money can't buy type of thing.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh my God, like no one's ever given me something so heartfelt. And then they start making out and doing some stuff. And then though he's like, I can't share you, Ashley. I can't be the one for you because I can't share you, blah, blah,
And
blah,
she's
blah.
like, well...
She's like, well, I have 3 boyfriends. And I'm keeping the 3 boyfriends.
She's like, she's
so.
kind of heartbroken that he's...
Yeah.
Because she's into him too.
Right.
But she's like, you know, this isn't... It's not going to work.
Yeah.
She's
like, I already have 3 boyfriends. And
like, sorry,
I'm not
3's
getting
better than 1.
Yeah, and they're all your friends. So either get on or get off, okay?
So
get on the train.
Choo-choo. Oh, and so... before or after they make out and hook up or whatever, Nate is like, hey, you know, with the 25th birthday, I'm getting all my financial stuff in order, and my lawyers want you to sign a prenup.
Yeah.
Which,
the mom wants me to sign a prenup.
Oh, my mom wants me. But, okay, they're not actually getting married. So, like, why would they need to sign the prenup?
The mom doesn't know that.
That's true.
The mom doesn't know that. And so he probably has to give that to the mom
just
before.
Okay, but this is where it's like, okay, maybe you're going too far with this fake lie to your mom.
Right? Like, maybe,
but so he gets Ashley to sign the prenup, and she's not reading the fine print.
And she's
all
upset.
emotional and all that. And so she signs a prenup, and then she runs into Nate's mom, Jocelyn.
Yep.
And she had seen a gift for Nate from Jocelyn and recognized
the
handwriting from the diary.
Or from the note.
And from the note that said, watch your back.
Yep.
And so basically Ashley's putting together that Jocelyn's like one of the masterminds behind all this shit going down. Yeah. And she basically confronts her.
Yeah. And then how does she end up like blacked out?
I think maybe Jocelyn like hits her or
something happens and she loses
consciousness.
Yeah.
And then this is where it gets crazy, y'all. This was
wild. I immediately texted Mo after I read this because I was like, what the fuck?
So basically,
she wakes up.
Ashley wakes up.
She's in a institution?
Yeah, like a psychiatric like hospital. And they're basically like, you tell it.
Yeah, they're like, oh, yeah, you have been in a deep like depression since Heath died. And she's like, what are you talking about? Heath's alive. And they're like, no, girl, he's dead. Also, your parents died in some like freak accident on a trip.
Yeah, like a plane or car crash or something.
And then she's like, no, like call Nate. And they're like, oh, well, like you signed over your, what's it called? When you let someone, power of attorney to Nate, which probably was in those documents.
Oh, that was definitely what the prenup was.
Yeah. Do you think Nate knew?
Okay, I think Nate... So basically it's like...
Oh, wait, sorry. Well, yeah.
Well, so they're basically like all this...
Basically
everything we've read...
This book was all...
They're implying that all of this was like made up and that she's been
She imagined that she was getting Eiffel Towered. And
they're kind of like, all this stuff... You've been in this institution since, like, Christmas.
No, she's been moved through different institutions. Yeah. And they have paperwork of her giving the same story. Yeah. Being like, no,
but, like, basically they're like, all of this has been in your head.
Yeah.
He's dead. Your parents are dead. And she sees Dr. Fox.
Yes, with
who she knows to
Jocelyn.
be dead. With Jocelyn.
But she's like, no, I'm not Jocelyn. Yeah, what are you talking about?
Else. And so there's... A, we need to discuss, like, what is going on, but B, with the power of attorney and Nate, I feel like he did know, because he kind of...
since he was so, like, sad?
Well, he said some line, like, I don't know if I like, I'm sorry I'm making you do this, like signing the paperwork, like, she's like, oh, it's no biggie, but I felt like he was trying to, like, signal. I don't know. I just like, he's too smart to...
Yeah. No, I mean, I was trying to think the best of him, and I was like, no, he didn't know. But I think he knew. She's definitely not crazy. They're gaslighting her, for sure. She's not crazy. It would
be pretty well for her to be dreaming all this stuff.
I mean, she should write a book if that is her dreams, okay?
But so... I think it's definitely a setup. She's not crazy. Maybe Dr. Fox has a identical twin.
That's what I'm like. There's some sort of look-alike situation.
Because other than that, they could be hiding.
Well, that's why I'm also wondering, like, because the whole when they saw Dr. Fox after they killed him, like, she never saw his face, right? Did anybody see his face? Because remember, didn't they, like, bash his face in and he was, like, unrecognizable? So, like, maybe... was that also part of the setup? Was someone else in on that?
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't think all these guys are setting her up. That would be really
crazy. But it's like, where are they in all this? Because like
they're part of it, and we don't know if they're willing participants.
Yeah, I would have to think not. I'm like, when are they gonna come like rescue?
Oh, definitely
Ashley?
Someone's gonna rescue Ashley. But like, I know I'm so confused. Yeah, because there's still like a bunch of things we don't know. Right? Okay. I don't think Ashley's parents are actually dead.
Agreed.
I think that the dad is behind the whole thing. Not her dad, but the stepdad.
Nate's dad.
Yes.
He seems sus.
He knows something.
Yeah.
He is up to something.
He's
because
protecting
we talked about that too.
And Jocelyn's friends, Jocelyn wanted to be with Nate's dad. Remember that whole thing?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And she wanted to be with
or Carter's dad,
somebody's dad,
because all their dads are friends too.
It's so incestuous. The whole thing.
Yeah. And but we also learned that Jocelyn not only is like a doctor in hypnosis and what have you, but her dad is like in the military and was like testing hypnosis as like a military tool. Right. So it's like, okay,
right. And as you were talking, you just reminded me that it was Jocelyn was into the guy that is Royce's dad.
Okay.
Who was dead?
Dead, maybe? But so there's a lot going on. Yeah. People are... My thing is, like, how have they covered up all these murders since, like,
I know rich people could do a lot, but, like, I know.
They got some good people.
I know.
Cleaning stuff up.
They got them on speed dial, okay? They have, like, the people, like, when you watch an action movie or, like, a Marvel movie and, like, they destroy a city and then, like, the next episode, like, everything's fine. And I'm always wondering, like,
you're like,
I know they did mention that one, but those are the people that
yeah.
Because they're cleaning that shit up.
They're cleaning it up.
I know.
It's crazy. But so, yeah, I mean... we are doing book 3.
We have to know.
We have to know.
But
that is the last book in the series, so it's gonna be wild from a relationship point of view, and then just from a plot perspective, like and what goes down.
My predictions are all 4.
Yep.
And Ashley.
Agreed.
So I don't know how she's gonna get out of the institution, but she is. And I think that the stepdad is behind all of this somehow. He is connected somehow.
Yeah, there's definitely a few players pulling strings, Devil Backbone related. Carly seems sus.
I've been thinking Carly was a little bit sus from the start.
But so do we think the guys are they going to be good at the end?
I
think it'd be crazy for them not to be.
Here's what I'll say. I would be really annoyed because we've been getting their, like, point of views in their diaries. Okay?
Yes.
And that reminds me of that other fucking book I read that pissed me off because I forget what it was called. The Perfect Marriage.
Oh, yes.
I was mad about Mo knows because I've already, like, had this thing because it pissed me off. Because it's all written from her perspective.
In a diary.
And basically, like, kind of like a diary, but, like,
so
at
you're
the
like,
end,
I should know. Yeah.
And then the whole time she's, like, lying. And
if you're giving us their, like, supposed to be unfiltered diary POV, you can't then sneak up on us and be like, oh.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You would have to at least have some, like, nuance in the thing you're writing. And
it can't be that they were hypnotized when they were writing or something.
Exactly. So that's why I'm putting my faith in Tate.
Yes.
That she's not going to try to do me wrong like that.
Don't do us dirty, Tate.
But, I do still think there's something I'm not giving up on like the supernatural.
On the supernatural.
Because why are they all so obsessed with her? We never really get like why they're all so obsessed with her. Right? Like sure, she's great, but like
and the fact that like, okay, yeah, Heath was hypnotized by Dr. Fox, but they're not all seeing Dr. Fox. Why are they all hypnotized? Right. So
and the other people, like the kid that crashed the car.
Yes.
Or like, you know,
yeah,
something's up.
Yeah, something's up.
But,
so I do gotta ask you, Nick, do you have any alternate titles for this
I got
book?
two.
Okay.
Wait, or maybe just
Hit
one.
me.
First one, Three's Company.
Oh, that's good.
Second one, Watch Your Back Door.
Those are... That's good. That's good.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
What do you have?
Mine were kind of... Well, my first one's on a similar vein. 3 is better than 1.
Okay, yes.
Then this is kind of from the diary perspective. Confessions of a Leather Couch.
Wait, that's good.
That couch saw a lot
That couch
of stuff.
has seen some things.
That
That thing's a biohazard.
Okay,
They need
then
to incinerate
my
them.
last, save the best for last. Nevaeh bicycle.
Oh my! Confessions of the Nevaeh.
Yeah, maybe you could combo those together.
That's a good
Confessions
one,
of a Nevaeh bicycle.
That's a good one.
Yeah, so let us know. Comment what
Mo has
your
the best
favorite...
one. She kills me every time. Oh my god.
Comment your favorite alt title.
Yeah.
But yeah, get reading.
You gotta read these, y'all.
Yeah,
These are
because
nuts.
you're probably lost otherwise. Hopefully, you're still enjoying the banter.
Yeah,
but...
because this was definitely our highest spice level.
Yeah,
we get.
so
we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens
in the next book.
All right, we'll catch you later, friends.
Okay, it's
Bye.
been real. Bye.